नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य सप्तदशमी कक्षार्थं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्। Welcome you all for the 17th session on online Sanskrit classes. अद्यतनपाठात् पूर्वम् एकवारं वयं गतकक्षायाः पुनस्मरणं कुर्मः। यः वयं दृष्टवन्तः तुमुन् प्रत्ययस्य प्रयोगम् अनन्तरं तस्य उदाहरणमपि। अनन्तरं द्वितीयविषयः किल खलु इति। यत्र वयं विषयं पूर्वमेव जानीमः परन्तु तस्य निश्चयार्थं तत् निश्चयं कर्तुं प्रश्नं पृच्छामः चेत् तस्मिन् समये किल अथवा खलु इति प्रयोगं कर्तुं शक्नुमः। यदा भवतः नाम रामः किल, रामः रामः लक्ष्मणस्य अपेक्षया ज्येष्ठः किल। सो एवं वयं पूर्वमेव उत्तरं जानीमः परन्तु उत्तरस्य निश्चयं कर्तुं वयं प्रश्नं कुर्मः। तस्मिन् अवसरे वयं किल अथवा खलु इति प्रयोगं कर्तुं शक्नुमः। अत्र किल अथवा खलु इति उपयुज्य वयं यः वयं वाक्यरचनां कृतवन्तः। अनन्तरम् अग्रिमविषयः किन्तु इति। किन्तु आङ्ग्लभाषया भट् इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः। उदाहरणं वृष्टिः अस्ति किन्तु अहं कार्यालयं गच्छामि। सो इवन् द रैन् इस् देर् बट् स्टिल् ऐ गो टु आफीस्। अत्र किन्तु सामान्यतया बट् इत्यस्मिन् स्थाने एव प्रयोगं भवति तस्य। अनन्तरम् अग्रिमविषयः निश्चयेन प्रायशः। निश्चयेन इत्युक्ते यत्र तद् निश्चयेन भवति इति चिन्तयामः तस्मिन् समये निश्चयेन इति प्रयोक्तुं शक्नुमः। उदाहरणं श्वः निश्चयेन अहं देवालयं गमिष्यामि। सो टुमारो ऐ विल् डेफिनेट्लि गो टु टेम्पल्। सो अत्र देवालयं गमिष्यामि, I will go to temple, but definitely I am sure that I will go to temple. So in that case I can add a prefix with nischayana. Nischayana aham devalayam gamishyami. I will definitely go to temple. Tathaiva prayashah. Prayashah yatra vayam na janimah, yatra spashtam nasti, yatra nischayam nasti, tasmin sthane vayam prayashah iti vaktum shaknumah. Prayashah श्वः विरामः भविष्यति. So probably tomorrow there will be holiday. So like that, if you don't know the action or the event which is going to happen or which is happened, so in that case you can use prayashah. So Angla Bhashaya certainly, definitely, surely these will match for nischayana and probably mostly will match for the prayashah. अनन्तरं प्रायशः इत्यस्य पदस्य पर्यायपदमपि अस्ति प्रायः इति. सो वी कैन यूज प्रायशः और प्रायः, either of that. So both conveys the same meaning. अनन्तरं एते विषयाः वयम् अभ्यासपुस्तके कासु पुटसङ्ख्यासु सन्ति इति वयं दृष्टवन्तः. अनन्तरम् अत्र कोऽपि प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् प्रष्टुं शक्नुवन्ति. अस्तु, वयम् अग्रे गच्छामः. अत्र प्रश्नः कोऽपि न आसीत्, अतः अहम् अग्रे गच्छामि. अत्र अद्यतनविषयः अस्ति चेत् नो चेत् इति. आङ्ग्लभाषया इफ् नाट् इति वक्तुं शक्नुमः. उदाहरणं दृष्ट्वा वयम् एतस्य अवगमनं वयं प्राप्नुमः. उदाहरणमस्ति धनम् अस्ति चेत् दानं करोमि. धनम् अस्ति चेत् दानं करोमि. So dhanam asti, the wealth is there, and danam karomi, I will do the donations. So if wealth is there, then I will do the donations. So if you add chet in the middle, it gives the meaning of then or if. If the wealth is there, then I will do the donations, I will donate. And tathaiva vidyut asti chet deepah jolati. If there is a power, the lamp will glow. And tathaiva lekhani asti chet kripaya dadatu. If there is a pen, please give it. So atra samanyataya chet iti prayuktum vayam shaknumah. So when we are conversing in Sanskrit, we can use it very normally in chet. Only thing is, if you have two sentences, just you have to add with chet. That gives a meaning of if. If the first action happens, then the second action happens. Like if wealth is there, then I will do the donation. I will do the donation. And if power is there, that lamp will glow. And if lekani is there, if pen is there, and please give it. So generally chet means then or if. It varies based on the context. And अग्रिमः उदाहरणम् अस्ति नो चेत् इत्यस्य विरामः अस्ति चेत् आगच्छतु नो चेत् अहम् आगच्छामि. So विरामः अस्ति चेत्, if there is a holiday, आगच्छतु, you come. No chet, if not, aham agachami, otherwise I will come there. So generally no chet used as otherwise or if not. If there is no virama, then I will come. If there is a virama, you come. And tathaiva bhavan samaye agacchati chet lokayanam labhyate no chet na labhyate. If you come on time, you will get the bus. If you don't come on time, you will not get the bus. And tathaiva etat vastram alpamoolyena dadati chet क्रीणामि नो चेत् न. सत्र एतत् वस्त्रम् अल्पमूल्येन ददाति चेत्. So if you give this cloth for lesser price, क्रीणामि, I will buy. No chet na, otherwise no. So here generally no chet generally used along with chet. If this happens, I will do this, otherwise I will do that. So in that case you can use chet and no chet. And if you don't have any other things, just you can use chet to convey the meaning. So अत्र कोऽपि प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् प्रष्टुं शक्नुवन्ति. अनन्तरं वयम् एतस्य प्रयोगमपि कृत्वा वाक्यरचनां कुर्मः वयम्. अनन्तरम् अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति अद्यतनम् अतः इति. अतः इत्युक्ते सो इति आङ्ग्लभाषया वक्तुं शक्नुमः. अत्र उदाहरणं दृष्ट्वा वयं अवगच्छामः. अत्र बुभुक्षा अस्ति चेत् क्षम्यतां बुभुक्षा अस्ति अतः भोजनं करोमि. बुभुक्षा अस्ति, द हङ्ग्री इस् द भोजनं करोमि, ऐ एम् ईटिङ्ग्. सो बुभुक्षा अस्ति अतः भोजनं करोमि, हङ्ग्री इस् द, सो ऐ एम् ईटिङ्ग्. तथैव वाहने इन्धनं नास्ति अतः वाहनं न चलति. In the vehicle there is no fuel, so vehicle doesn't go or doesn't move. And tathaiva vidyut nasti atah deepah na jwalati. Power is not there, so lamp doesn't glow. And tathaiva karyakramah asti atah mantri agacchati. There is a event, so minister is coming. And tathaiva jwarah asti atah vishrantim na swikaromi. क्षम्यतां विश्रान्तिं स्वीकरोमि. Fever is there, so I am taking the rest. And कार्यालये कार्याणि बहूनि आसन् अतः विलम्बेन गृहम् आगतवान्. अत्र कार्यालये कार्याणि बहूनि आसन्. In the office there are many works or many duties. And विलम्बेन गृहम् आगतवान्, I came late. So atah vilambena griham agatvan. So there was lot of work in office, so I came late to home. And tathaiva adya puja asti atah devalayam gacchami. Today there is a puja in, so I am going to temple. So here atah means generally it gives a meaning of so. So you can give any two sentences, and first sentence is the reason and second sentence is the answer for them, or the action which you are doing after the first sentence. So that is how we will use this word. And अत्र कोऽपि प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् प्रष्टुं शक्नुवन्ति. तथैव वयं वाक्यरचनामपि वयं कुर्मः. अत्र अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति यतः. यतः इत्युक्ते because. So it is just opposite to the word which you have seen just before. Ataha means so and yataha means because. Atra udaharanam vayam pashyamah. Bhojanam karomi yataha bubuksha asti. I am eating because I have hungry. So here the previous sentence we have seen bubuksha asti ataha bhojanam karomi. Bhojanam karomi yataha bubuksha asti. So So these two sentences can be interchangeable with yataha and ataha. And tathaiva vahanam na chalati yataha vahane indanam nasti. Vehicle doesn't move because in the vehicle there is no fuel. And tathaiva deepaha na jwalati yataha vidyut nasti. The lamp doesn't glow because there is no power. And tathaiva mama vilambaha bhavishyati yataha karyalaye karyani bahuni santi. So I will be late because I have more work. There are a lot of work in the office. And idanim bahirgachami yataha aham ichchami. Now I am going outside because I like it. I like. And tathaiva दूरदर्शनं पश्यामि यतः अन्यकार्यं नास्ति. I am watching television because I don't have other job, other work. And tathaiva balakah roditi yataha saha madhuram na praptavan. Boy cries because he didn't get the sweet. Ataha atra we can use yataha in the meaning of because, and it's just opposite to ataha. So when you want to say the reason at the end after your current statement, and you can say the first current statement and yataha then next statement, basically the reason. अस्तु अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति यद्यपि तथापि इति. अत्र उदाहरणं दृष्ट्वा वयम् अवगच्छामः. अत्र यद्यपि निर्धनः तथापि दानं करोति. निर्धनः person, the poor person, दानं करोति, he donates. Even though he is a poor person, he do the donation. So यद्यपि निर्धनः तथापि दानं करोति. Even though he is a poor person, still he does the donate. He does the donation. And tathaiva यद्यपि सः बुद्धिमान् तथापि सः परीक्षायाम् अनुत्तीर्णः. So though he is intelligent, but still he didn't clear the exam. And tathaiva यद्यपि अहम् अधिकं पठामि तथापि स्मरणे न तिष्ठति. So though I study more, it doesn't stay in my memory. And tathaiva यद्यपि समयः नास्ति तथापि अहं भवतः गृहम् आगच्छामि. Though I don't have time, even then I come to your house. And यद्यपि भानुवासरः अस्ति तथापि कार्यालयस्य विरामः नास्ति. Even though it is Sunday, there is no holiday for office. And तथैव यद्यपि किञ्चित् कष्टं भवति तथापि योगासनं करोमि. Though I feel little difficulty, still I do the yogasanam. And यद्यपि ज्वरः अस्ति तथापि कार्यं करोति. Though there is a fever, still he does the work. Satra सामान्यतया though or even though still though he has this issue, but still he does this. So in that, to stress these actions, we can use यद्यपि and तथापि. अस्तु अग्रिमविषयः सामान्यविषयः. अत्र कोऽपि नूतनपाठः नास्ति. वयं जानीमः, वयं वाट्साप् ग्रूप् अस्ति अस्माकं. तस्मिन् वाट्साप् ग्रूप् मध्ये प्रतिदिनम् एकं विषयं वयं स्थापयामः. तस्मिन् विषये वयं चर्चामपि कुर्मः. अत्र सामान्यतया एकः दोषः मया सर्वदा दृश्यते. वयम् इदानीं तद् दोषं किम् इति वयं पश्यामः. तद् दोषं किमर्थं भवति, कथं वयं तस्य निवारणं कुर्मः इत्यपि वयं पश्यामः. अत्र मया इदानीं कानिचन वाक्यानि वाट्साप् ग्रूप् तः स्वीकृतानि सन्ति. तान् अत्र अहम् उपस्थापितवान् अस्मि. तस्मिन् विषये वयं किञ्चित् चर्चामपि वयं कुर्मः. So I have collected few sentences from WhatsApp group, and I observed that same common mistake is done by many of the people. So let us discuss what is that common mistake and how we can avoid them. So let us see that. So just to ensure that this is not to point out anybody, please don't take it as a negative way. So this is just for our learning. And prathama asti yatra samskrita patanam karoti. So actually today's topic was yatra tatra. So for that I got the response like starting with yatra samskrita patanam karoti anantaram tatra kimapi bhavati. अनन्तरं द्वितीयवाक्यं यत्र ईश्वर पूजां करोति, अनन्तरं यत्र रोटिका मिलति, अनन्तरं पूर्वतनवाक्यं किमपि आसीत्, अनन्तरं तत्र सफलता प्राप्नोति, अनन्तरं यत्र रामायणं पठति, अनन्तरं यत्र लक्ष्मी पूजा करोति. सो एतानि वाक्यानि मया सङ्गृहीतानि सन्ति. अत्र एतेषां वाक्यानां विषये वयं किञ्चित् चर्चाम् इदानीं वयं कुर्मः. सो तत्पूर्वम् अहं ज्ञातुम् इच्छामि भवन्तः एतेषु वाक्येषु कः दोषः अस्ति इति ज्ञातवन्तः इति ज्ञातुम् इच्छामि. अस्तु, प्रथमं यत्र संस्कृतपठनं करोति. सो we'll start from this one. Anybody have answers? What could be the right one, or what is the mistake here? So here ekam vishayam vayam samyak janimah. Atra kada ekam vakyam sampurnam bhavati, jananti va? Ekam vakyam asti, kimapi vakyam asti, tad vakyam sampurna vakyam iti vayam kada vadamah. यदा वयं वाक्यं सम्पूर्णम् इति वदामः इत्युक्ते यदि तस्मिन् वाक्ये एकं क्रियापदम् अस्ति चेदपि तद् वाक्यं सम्पूर्णवाक्यं. तत्र कर्ता अस्ति वा नास्ति वा इति नास्ति. तथैव कर्म अस्ति वा नास्ति वा तदपि अनावश्यकं. क्रिया अस्ति चेत् तद् वाक्यं सम्पूर्णवाक्यं. प्रथमम्, अत्र अस्मिन् विषये सन्देहः अस्ति वा? क्रिया इत्युक्ते सामान्यतया पठति, करोति, गच्छति, गच्छामि, आगच्छामि, आगमिष्यामि, गमिष्यामि, भविष्यामि. एताः सर्वाः अपि क्रियाः खलु. अत्र अस्मिन् विषये स्पष्टमस्ति वा प्रथमं? So when do we say a sentence as a complete? Because we say sentence as a complete because if the sentence has at least one verb, or if there is a verb in the sentence, then that sentence is complete. Is that clear? Atra udaharanam
in this statement patanam is karoti is no?
Yeah, karoti is a verb. So you might say that, okay, first thing is when we say a sentence is correct, first it should have a verb. First condition. The second condition is अन्यानि पदानि यानि सन्ति तेषाम् अन्वयः क्रियापदेन सह भवनीयम्. तेषाम् अन्वयः क्रियापदेन सह आवश्यकः. So when if there are any other words, and those words should relate with the, or should have a relation with the verb. If the words are there and the verb is also there, and if there is no relation, then it's a wrong statement. First, or the words are there and verb is also there and there is a relation between them, but the relation is wrong, then also the word is wrong, the sentence is wrong. Is that clear? Okay, so here if you take this statement, karoti is a verb. I agree that it's a statement, it is a sentence. And the first thing is Samskrita patanam karoti. So that means a patanam is an action. So whether we don't know patanam is a kriya or the karma or karta, we don't know. You are getting the meaning? So in that case, you have to clearly specify who is doing that action. So basically I can say Balakaha Samskrita Patanam Karoti. सः संस्कृतपठनं करोति. Then the statement becomes complete.
So either it has to be aham or balaka or somebody has to do that particular action.
Action, yes.
So that noun is not there.
Correct. So here the noun is there. In this case, Sanskritam patanam karomi, Kshamitam, Sanskritam patanam karoti. It means the karoti is action. The karoti is the action that is done by the Sanskrita patanam.
Okay. Okay. Can we say Sanskritam patanam karomi?
Okay.
Samskrita patanam karoti.
So because if you say aham phalam, okay, example I can give simple example. Yanam agachati, aham yanam pashyami. This is example, two examples. Aham yanam pashyami. In this case, yanam is the object. Yanam agachati. In this case, yanam is the subject. So generally, Napumsakalingam will have same forms for object and subject. So here Samskrita patanam is a Napumsakalinga word. So we don't know whether to interpret this as a subject or the object. You're getting the difference?
Yes.
So basically if you just read like this, Yatra Samskrita patanam karoti, that means the karoti, the kriya is done by the patanam. That's the meaning I can get. So that's why better to specify the doer also, who is doing that action. Okay.
So if you just say karomi, that will solve the problem. Karoti
Yeah, karomi if you use, no issues, because karomi can be used only with aham.
No, even if you write just karoti, then it will go to sat. So the patanam will not be there.
Yeah, patanam is not there, just karoti is there, then that sentence is complete sentence. Though whether it conveys a meaning or not, it doesn't matter. It's a complete
Even
sentence.
the sentence, Sanskritam patanam karomi means it's right.
Yeah, Samskrita patanam karomi means karomi is,
Aham is only this.
yeah, aham is the only way we can use karomi.
Sir, can you just between this sentence, can we come to some conclusion? What that, what I want to say, can you say?
Yeah, so correction could be yatra Samskrita patanam bhavati or yatra balakaha Samskrita patanam karoti. Or instead of balakaha you can put any other words. Or you can change the kriya to specific like a karomi or kurmaha if you do. That is only meant for aham and vayam. So in these ways we can correct this one. Did you get the
So if we say Samskrita patanam bhavati, then the verb is patanam, is it in that sentence?
No, Samskrita patanam bhavati means bhavati is the verb.
Bhavasi.
And bhavati, which bhavati? The patanam bhavati. Correct?
Hariom.
Yes.
We can write padati also directly.
Okay, Samskritam patati. So, who does the action of patanam?
Oh.
Samskritam karoti va? Samskritam patanam karoti va? So, that's why it is better to give the clear noun. So, it will not cause the confusion of the people.
Samskrita patanam karoti.
Aham Samskrita patanam karomi.
So, for example, if we have to say dharma karyam karoti, then that is wrong. We have to say somebody is doing. Saha yatra janaha dharma karyam kurmaha tatra lakshmihi vasati.
Satyam. So, atra yatra dharma karyam janaha kurvanti evam bhavati. So, if you just ignore janaha, that means karoti is done by the dharma karyam. Dharma karyam does something. That's the meaning it gives. Astu? Agre gachamah?
Also we can write dharma karyam bhavati.
Bhavati, yes. Generally, bhavati is a very good noun, a very good verb we can use with most of the sentences to clear these problems. अस्तु वयम् अग्रे गच्छामः. अग्रिमवाक्यमस्ति यत्र ईश्वरः पूजां करोति, ईश्वर पूजां करोति. अत्र कः दोषः?
पूजा
ईश्वरस्य
ओके, प्रथमं तत्पूर्वम् अत्र एकं प्रथमं बिफोर् यू सजेस्ट एनी सजेशन्स्, what was the intention of the writer, what he wanted to convey? Sorry, can you repeat?
Here also noun is missing.
The same noun, see, the karoti is the same noun.
Bhavati. Ishvara Pujam Bhavati. Correct mistake.
So here, first of all, Ishvara is a word which is not at all relating to anywhere. So it should be Ishwarasya. Ishwarasya. Next is Ishwarasya Pujam Karoti is a better one, right one.
God's puja, right?
So now Ishvara Pujam Karoti means I might think that, yes,
तत्रापि यत्र नास्ति,
किं नास्ति?
तत्रापि यत्र ईश्वरस्य पूजा अस्ति वा शुद्धवाक्यं वा
अत्र तथैव ईश्वर,
ईश्वरस्य
ओके, प्रथमम् ईश्वरस्य पूजा अस्ति अथवा पूजा भवति, स्पष्टं शुद्धं वाक्यं, तत्र क्लेशः एव नास्ति. अत्र ईश्वरस्य पूजां करोति, that is also correct word, because it is done by somebody, the puja was done by somebody, we don't know who is that.
The doer is not there.
Yeah, it's okay,
Now,
but still in the above sentence the patanam becomes the karta, but in this case pujam cannot become karta. The pujam is the object only. If the subject for the pujam is puja, so Ishwarasya puja karoti means the karta is puja.
Oh.
Ishwarasya pujam karoti means somebody does the puja of Ishvara. That somebody is missing here. So what I am saying here is, if the statement conveys object and subject by the same word, better to avoid that. Okay, any more questions on this statement? So here also you can give yatra balakah or athva bhaktah ishwarasya pujam karoti. It's a very simple statement. So at this level I expect one subject, one verb, and if object is available you can specify the object. But I recommend always go with the subject and verb, always. अस्तु, अग्रिमवाक्यं यत्र रोटिका मिलति, कः दोषः अत्र?
She wants roti, so it should be pachati or something.
Okay.
Milati dosha.
मिलति इत्यस्य अर्थः कः? So milati, the meaning of milati is meeting. So rotika milati means rotika meets somebody.
so this Milati, I think she took it from Hindi and directly. Yatra rotika bhavati.
Okay. Bhavati solves most of these problems. But better way to say is rotika labhyate. So yatra amba rotikam pachati athva yatra rotika bhavati, yatra rotika asti, yatra rotika labhyate. So these are the right forms to use with them. And agrima vakyam asti पूर्वं किमपि आसीत्, यत्र किमपि आसीत्, अनन्तरं तत्र सफलता प्राप्नोति. कः अर्थः अत्र? सफलता भवति. Yes, bhavati is a very right way to solve it. And any other, what is the meaning? What was the intention of the writer?
There is success. There is success.
Okay, we achieve success or success is achieved.
Success achieved. There is success achieved.
Okay, so now what is the meaning this statement conveys?
Sapalata, success finds something.
Yeah, success gets something.
Sapalata.
So actually success is not got, success is getting something.
Something.
Yeah, it's same problem the first and the third one.
Correct.
Rotika milati.
Yes.
Rotika milati iva.
सो अत्र अपि सफलता भवति, सफलतां प्राप्नोति, यू कैन से दैट प्लीज। अग्रिम उदाहरणमस्ति यत्र रामायणं पठति, अत्र कः दोषः? न, इदानीं भवन्तः जानन्ति कः दोषः इति।
यत्र रामायण पठनं भवति,
उत्तमम्, आं सत्यम्। अत्रापि संस्कृतपठनं करोति, तथा एव अत्रापि दोषः अस्ति। इत्युक्ते रामायणं पठति मीन्स् रामायणम् ఈజ్ డూయింగ్ ద యాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ స్టడీయింగ్.
I cannot understand Ramayana as an object.
But it conveys both the meanings. अग्रिमवाक्यमस्ति यत्र लक्ष्मी पूजा करोति. सो अत्र बहु विदेषु अवगन्तुं शक्नुमः. लक्ष्मी पूजां करोति, लक्ष्म्याः पूजां करोति, पूजा लक्ष्मीं करोति. So we can understand in many ways. So basically the words are just put it in the sentence without any relation between the words. Lakshmi is the word and puja is the direct word and karoti is the direct word. So there is no alteration is not done in the words.
Lakshmi is doing the puja.
That's what Lakshmi is doing the puja, or Lakshmi's puja is done, or I don't know.
Lakshmi puja.
So here Lakshmyaha puja, same as Ishwarasya puja. लक्ष्म्याः पूजां करोति, कः करोति? बालकः वा भक्तः वा करोति.
Like yatra Ramayanam patati. If Ramayanam is taken as the object, then
yes,
would not that sentence become correct?
Correct, but how do we know that it is the object? The reader can understand either ways. So actually, if you see these kind of problems, you can observe in the shlokas also. But we understand based on the context of the shloka. That is true. But what I meant to say here is, as we are beginners, let us be very specific in the making sentences.
Okay. No, but is there any logic to what I said?
Yeah, there is we can understand Ramayana as both the ways, either as subject and as well as object.
Okay.
So I'm not saying this is completely meaningless.
Sapalatam is object, right?
Yes, Sapalata is the subject, Sapalatam is object.
So in the Ramayana case, Ramayanam is both subject and object.
Object, yes.
That's where the problem is.
So I'm saying this kind of, I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm saying for a beginners, better to avoid and to be more specific with the context, what you are saying. Because
All sentences.
yeah, better to put subject on all sentences and better to put verb for all the sentences, and object is optional. Let us be clear on that. So because the subject object verb, this is very important going forward. अस्तु वा, वयं अस्मिन् विषये स्पष्टम् अस्ति वा? अत्र उत्तराणि अपि दत्तानि सन्ति. यत्र बालकः संस्कृतं पठनं करोति, अनन्तरं यत्र सः ईश्वरस्य पूजां करोति, अनन्तरं यत्र रोटिका लभ्यते, अनन्तरं तत्र सः सफलतां प्राप्नोति, अनन्तरं यत्र जनः रामायणं पठति, यत्र भक्तः लक्ष्म्याः पूजां करोति. सो एवं वाक्यानि भवन्ति. अद्यतनकक्ष्यायाः संक्षेपम् एकवारं वयं पश्यामः. प्रथमं वयं दृष्टवन्तः चेत्, नो चेत्, इफ् नाट्. तथैव द्वितीयम् अतः, वृष्टिः अस्ति अतः कार्यालयं न गच्छामि. अनन्तरं यतः, कार्यालयं न गच्छामि यतः वृष्टिः अस्ति. तथैव यद्यपि तथापि, यद्यपि वृष्टिः अस्ति तथापि अहं कार्यालयं गच्छामि. So these are the examples we have seen, and we have also seen a common mistake which we do in regular sentences. And एते विषयाः सर्वे अपि अभ्यासपुस्तके एतासु पुटसङ्ख्यासु सन्ति. वयं गृहपाठरूपेण वयं कुर्मः. धन्यवादः. वयम् अग्रिमकक्षायां वयं मेलिष्यामः. Thanks for attending the session. Let's all meet in the next session. धन्यवादः.